What's up, guys? Hopefully y'all can see me. I just did this entire video, 23 minutes worth, and realized that I wasn't even in the camera view. So adjusted that a little bit, and so hopefully you can see me and we'll get things going here. So welcome to Ruck on Outdoors. You know, I've been thinking about doing this for a couple of years now. I've always had ideas that I thought were good, ways that I could, you know, maybe make things a little different with outdoor videos. So many of them are so much the same. And so this one, the idea of Ruck on is based off rucking, which if anybody doesn't know what that is basically putting on a heavy backpack and going for a hike. Very common among the military for marching. It's good for endurance exercise. It's good for strengthening your legs, which, let's face it, any outdoor pursuit that we kind of do is based mostly on the legs. It's good to lift, it's good to do other stuff, but it all starts with the foundation of your legs. And also, rucking has become kind of a, I don't know, you don't want to call it like a motto, but like a way of life, I guess, kind of, if that makes sense. Like the idea of rucking, like life itself is a ruck. It is hard, it is a battle, it is a struggle, and you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and just trying to improve yourself to be a better husband, to be a better father, to get better into shape, which, trust me, that's something I want to do during this journey. So think of it as a journey that we're doing together, and we're gonna have some fun, do some fun things, talk about some fun stuff, but we're also gonna talk about life. And the way that the outdoors can relate to life, including spirituality and stuff like that. I a lot of times when I'm out hiking or doing something, it reminds me of like a Bible verse or a story in the Bible or the character of Jesus, and I'm like, man, it just really resonates with me, because you know, the outdoors is what I love to do, and so when I can incorporate that into my spiritual walk and make those connections, make those analogies, I get kind of fired up about it and want to tell somebody about it. So you know, the idea is here, if they can help one person, then it's been worth it to me. But so today I'm out here in my garage. Believe it or not, I started out as cleaning the garage. I know it doesn't look like it, but started going through totes and bags and you know, everything that I have a lot of my gear in for the summer and for the archery season in the fall, and just going through everything, getting things organized, taking checks on gear to make sure it's not broken, writing down any gear that I might need to replace, which I just thought of one thing, and so I'm going to write that down real quick. But the idea is, you don't want to be scrambling around the night before season starts, wondering where you put your rangefinder, forgetting that the string on your bow needed redone. You know, I lost my grunt call in the woods last year and I never replaced it. That kind of stuff. You don't want to be doing that the night before season. You want to focus on the hunt. You want to focus on enjoying that. And so it's good to start doing little things here and there to be ready. Deer season always seems to sneak up on me, which I don't understand, because it starts the same time every year. But sometimes you just get caught with your pants down. And that's kind of... What's up, dude? There's Christopher.
What?
There's Christopher. Hey, how come when you started the video before you didn't tell me my face wasn't it?
What?
When you started the video that I did, my face wasn't it.
What do you mean?
All you could see was like from my neck up when you started it, so I had to start it over. But anyway, there's Christopher.
What?
He's my little outdoor buddy. We're going to be doing some fun stuff this year, camping, and we want to try to catch a snapping turtle.
I was playing baseball and almost hit the ball over the house.
Nice. Your hair's wet. Is it raining again?
You know, I was just hitting the leaves in the water and I was falling down.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you don't want to be unprepared when the time comes. And that's the verse we're going to talk about today too, is Matthew 24:44. Talks about you know, being ready. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. We'll talk about that a little bit. and then move on to some of the other stuff here. Let's say Matthew 24, 44. We'll start at 42. So Jesus is talking to his disciples about, the end times. I don't mean to preach a doom and gloom kind of message here, but they're asking for signs of the end times. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, floods, natural disasters, that kind of stuff. We see it all the time, and it's been happening for a while, but nobody really knows. Jesus says nobody knows when his return will be. So he says, therefore, be on the alert, for you do not know which day the Lord is coming. But be sure of this, that if the head of the house had known at what time of the night the thief was coming, he would have been on the alert and would not have allowed his house to be broken into. For this reason, you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour when you do not think he will. So just like getting this stuff ready, guys, you don't want to be caught not ready the night before season, running around like crazy. You don't want to be caught unready when Jesus makes his return. So that was just the kind of thought that came to me while I was getting some of this stuff ready. So now to show you what we're doing a little bit here. So we've got doing some arrow fletching. That one's been on there a while. We can probably go ahead and do another one while we're rolling the video here. So I'm gonna turn it, quarter turn. I like to do 4 fletchings on my arrows because I run pretty heavy broadheads. So a little bit of extra stability seems to help pretty good. Hey, can you go watch it somewhere else on this?
Okay.
Thank you. So yeah, getting some arrows ready here. Man, these things are hard to squeeze sometimes. And so actually, the arrows are a big process getting ready in the summertime. Trying to find different broadheads and different weights that work. Getting everything tuned in. Bows are so finicky. I don't know why I enjoy doing it, because they really are a pain in the butt. But it's a lot of fun. It's all part of the process. Getting arrows ready. Fletching a dozen arrows. I got 4 veins on each one, so that's 48 fletchings I got to do. Different broadhead weights to test. That's a whole process in itself that we'll talk about sometime. So I got those going. I'll probably make one more of these. We got some turtle rigs going. We're gonna catch a snapping turtle here in a few weeks, hopefully. That's July 2nd. That season opens here in Pennsylvania. Christopher and I are excited about that. It's something I've thought about before, but really we got permission to get them somewhere this year. Christopher, turn it down, please. I don't mind if you're in here, bud, but I'm trying to do a video, okay? Look at the size of that thing. The hooks have to be a very specific size to be used for turtles in Pennsylvania. Apparently the size is gigantic. So I'm just tying them onto monofilament leaders here. This mono is actually designed for saltwater fish. It's 80-pound test. But that should hopefully hold any snapper that we get. Man, that line is thick. I want to stab my hand here. Alright, and then so what we'll do is we'll attach this leader portion to, it's called bank line. It's like really heavy duty but very thin line that's got tar on it to help it stick together. And we will tie that to like a pop bottle or some kind of bottle or something. Basically jugging is what it is. And then we tie that to the bank. So if the turtle's able to get it off the bank, it'll still be attached to the bottle, and we'll take the kayak out and get the bottle if we have to. Alright. But hoping to do a lot of fun stuff on this channel, guys. I want to, like I said, I want this to be a journey for all of us, spiritually, physically, mentally, just to keep pushing forward. Do that one step at a time kind of thing in life. Become a better husband, become a better father, get in better shape, become a better outdoorsman. Like I said, just the philosophy of rucking can be used for so many different things. But I just really want to drive that home, that pushing forward even when times get tough kind of thing. So that's probably all we'll do for that for now. Like I said, I got the fletching going. Got the tree stand out, checked over all the straps and everything. I only got 2 sticks on there. I'm going to try a 2-stick method this year. I don't care how lightweight they make tree stands, how lightweight they make the sticks. They get heavy to carry after a while. And you don't necessarily need to be 20 feet up in a tree. So I got, with the aider, which is like a piece of cable that goes on the bottom step, so you can put your stick a little higher. With that and 2 sticks, I'm hoping to be able to get to about 12 or 14 feet, which is plenty. So that's the plan with that. Got a new harness coming for that. Trying a rock climbing harness this year, where the tether will attach in front of me instead of go over my shoulder behind me, just to make drawing the bow easier, keep stuff out of the way. More lightweight, more compact, that kind of thing. I find that the simpler you can make your gear, the more lightweight you can make it, the more enjoyable it's going to be. So, I'm starting to get some of my, got a new backpack here this year that I'm going to test out. This is the Mystery Ranch Galligator. I wanted to get the 25 liter. I thought I could get it for a really good deal online, but when I went to order it, they were out of stock at the site I was looking at. Still got this one for a discount, pretty good deal. This is the 15 liter. And as you'll see in a minute, I mean, it's really got everything I need, so I shouldn't really be complaining about it. And then, so that, and then this will go on my hip belt, and then the stand that I just showed you is all, that's everything that I need to carry. This is my bow pull-up rope here when I'm climbing the tree. I started doing this method last year, and it worked really well, and so I'm going to run with it. So it's got the carabiner on there. Clip it onto your bow and your backpack, and then as you're climbing, I have it in this pouch right here that zips up. Got it all the way zipped except for where it comes out right here. And the way I have it wrapped in here, you'll see, it'll just all, maybe, it's gonna make a liar out of me. Maybe I had it backwards in here. Oh, come on, you stinker. I promise you guys I did this last year and it worked. Well, this talk about being real with you guys and being honest about everything. This is why we're doing this. There it goes. Oh, got hung again. This is why we're doing this, guys. It's good practice for myself, being real with you, and this is why you want to do this stuff before you get to the tree stand on opening day, because this will frustrate the crap out of you, and it'll, trust me, something like that is enough to ruin your day out there. Ask me how I know. But when your gear doesn't work for you, it's incredibly frustrating. And then when you do that on video, it's incredibly embarrassing. So I'm going to work on that. Next time I'll show you that I got it figured out. So, all right, in this belt pouch, we got duct tape. 1,001 uses. I might take this and wrap it around a lighter, so I don't got to carry the whole roll. I'll still have duct tape, and then it also is good for fire starting the lighter. Got a cam strap for tying down anything. We got Band-Aids, dude wipes for obvious reasons. Pen. Got extra Havalon blades and the little gizmo to take them on and put them off. Zip ties. There's always a bunch of uses for zip ties. This is that bank line I was telling you about for the turtle lines, but it's just good to have for anytime you need any little piece of cordage for anything. Excuse me. And then we got a remote for the camera that I'll be showing you here in a little bit. So, that's my pen there. Put that in there. Havalon blades. Dude wipes and Band-Aids. Zip it back up, and again, I will work on this and show you guys how that works. So, Alright, in our backpack here. So, on the outside we got milkweed for checking the wind. That carabiner's just got a little compass on it. This bag has a lid pocket. Got my headlamp. That is an Ace Beam H30. It is an awesome light. There we go. So that's the main light. It's got a bunch of different modes. The one is like super, that one is like the highest one. Like you hold your hand to that, it actually is burning my hand. That's how bright it is. But then it's also got, oops, it's all kinds of different modes. It's got a red mode for low light, then an ultraviolet mode for blood trailing or anything like that. So very nice light. It's also rechargeable, so you don't need batteries. And the battery is so powerful on it, you can actually charge your phone from it. It uses the exact same C charger that the phone does. My little knockoff GoPro here that I'm going to be using to start filming. It's got the head strap on it. Takes pretty good video and quite a bit cheaper than an actual GoPro, so we're going to roll with it for now. Alright, and then this bag is pretty cool how it opens. It's got two zippers that you can either unzip or you can just grab the top and pull it open like a lunch sack. Now everything in here is in order of how I will need it. Like I said, I got a new harness on the way and a new tether on the way, so that'll go in on top. And I got my lineman belt for climbing, so that'll be what I use first. And then once I'm in the tree, I want my binoculars, so I just keep those in my hat. These are the Vortex Diamondback 10x42s. A bit much for hunting in the east, but if and when I ever get out west, that will be useful for that. Won't need to buy a new pair. And then also I have gloves inside there, just wool gloves with a leather palm, good for hanging stands and stuff. Arm guard to cinch down my sleeve so my bowstring doesn't hit it. Release, which will probably go in my pocket or on my wrist when I walk in. Range finder, that'll also go in my pocket, so those won't even be in there. And then deer calls, rattle bag, can, grunt tube, all of them there. And then also have, there we go here, there it is, blends in with the bottom of the bag. This is kind of like my emergency kit. So I got two contractor heavy-duty garbage bags. These are, I can't even tell you the number of uses that these can serve. If it starts raining, I cut a hole in the top, put it on like a poncho. If I need to cross a little bit of a creek or whatever, they can become waders. If I need to kneel down on the ground, put it down and it's a water barrier for the ground. If I'm quartering out a deer in the woods, I can lay it on top of here. If I'm packing meat out of the woods, I can put it in here if I need to. It can be a shelter if I need to spend the night for some reason. And I would have one that could be a shelter like over top, and then another one that I could stuff with leaves and debris and make a little mattress. So all kinds of uses for that. Emergency space blanket in case I gotta spend the night. And then this is the one thing that I remembered I gotta put in here. I want to put the lighter with duct tape, cotton balls with petroleum jelly, and a triangle bandage. Triangle bandage is, you can use it for multiple things. For obviously stopping bleeding. You can use it to filter water, filter like leaves and stuff out of water. You would still want to boil it, but you can use it to filter. Tourniquet, you can make a tourniquet out of it. You can sling your arm with it. You can make a splint with it. You can start a fire with it if you had to. Just all kinds of uses. So you see that this all fits in here pretty well. And there's still room for my harness and snacks. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with how that works, and we should be good to go. It doesn't need to be any bigger than that. So I guess that's about it, guys. Just like I said, I just wanted to introduce the channel, tell you guys what it's all about. and share that little lesson with you guys about being prepared and how it can save you time and save you trouble in the long run. And then, you know, obviously from a spiritual standpoint, keep you on your toes to be ready for that time when Jesus does come. So that's what this channel is all about, guys. It's about doing 1% better each day. It's about continuing to ruck on. You gotta find that anchor in your life, something to hold on to, something to hold true to. And for me, that's the truth and grace of Jesus Christ. And so that's how I'm gonna relate this stuff to you guys and take it for what it is. If I can just help one person, that'd be awesome. But like I said, we're gonna do some fun things, guys. We're gonna go fishing. This year I'm challenging myself to use only a fly rod to go fishing. So I got a kayak that we're gonna do. We're gonna go on hikes. We're gonna go on camping trips. Got archery season coming up here in a little bit. What else? I got starting to accumulate bonus points for trips out west. Either next year or the following year, I will be doing a antelope trip, either archery or rifle. Just depends on which one we decide to do. The rifle trip will be with my dad and one of my best buddies. The archery trip would be by myself. But I've got, I got bonus points for elk and mule deer in Colorado. I've got bonus points for elk in Pennsylvania. I've got bonus points for pronghorn in Wyoming, in Nebraska for Wyoming, and then points for moose in Maine and New Hampshire. So, you know, a lot of fun things that hopefully we're able to do on this channel. And like I said, I hope, you know, the Bible stuff doesn't weigh you guys down too much, but it's just what I feel on my heart, and just the philosophy that so many times I've been doing something outdoors, I'm like, man, that just so much reminds me of a Bible story. I should share that. And then just the philosophy, just the ruck on philosophy of, you know, always fighting, always pushing forward when times get tough. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you again for the next one. Have a good one.